Back everyone, it's Evanhusa57 here. We are back on Dark Souls 3 on the Xbox One with part 38 of the full game walkthrough. So sorry it's been a little bit in between parts. Had some car trouble and things like that I had to get taken care of, but we are back on Dark Souls right where we left off at the end of killing the consumed king. So we will be going through the Untended Graves, which, spoiler alert, lore note, that is actually a darkened version of the Cemetery of Ash. So, lots of good stuff in this area. Come through there. That door you'll have to open. There's not much to look at in this particular section, which this is a solo section. It is non-summonable. This guy's pretty easy to kill. I too hit him. You may or may not. He's just kind of like a weird snake-looking dude. Now, I came through and I opened this chest. Because these chests are not mimics. So just so you know, there's two chests in here that are not mimics. This item you do need to get. It is the Path of the Dragon taunt. And you will see me using that taunt in a couple different videos, actually, later on. Because you need that Path of the Dragon. You actually need it for a couple different things. But we're going to go to a totally separate area later on in the game, and that's why it's very important that you actually come here and get that gesture. So make sure that you have that. Sorry about that. Not sure why my console thinks I'm talking to it. Come up here, open the chest, get another Titanite scale. This is a illusionary wall, so just destroy that. And, of course, I will be joined by Slowpoker. He's not here yet because we got to get to the bonfire. So, jump down here, and while I am waiting for his summon sign to go ahead and appear, I'll go ahead and light that bonfire, because as soon as you light the bonfire, this becomes a summonable area. Hey, Slow, I'm looking for your summon sign. Yeah, I'm sitting here right by the bonfire looking for that sign. I'm human. Password's on. I can rest at the bonfire. Alright, there we go. It just popped up. Hopefully that gets you. Alrighty, so we found Slow. Finally. And now to collect the bounty of items. Unfortunately, these guys are much, much tougher than the first time that you encountered them. So do keep that in mind. If you used to be able to like one hit or two hit these guys, they're probably going to be like 3 to 4 hits now. So yeah. And this is the Ashen Estus ring, which will actually be helpful for me, because I don't carry all that much Ashen Estus. Come over here, go ahead and pick up that soul. This area should be looking familiar to you guys. I got some doggies. And everything in this area is harder to kill than it was the first time. Okay, you can stop rolling into me there, doggy. Oh, that guy just... Wow, that was not a backstab, but this guy just decided to come over here and have some fun. These guys are dangerous. Very dangerous. They do a good amount of damage to you and can pretty well wreck your health bar quickly. Now the nice thing about this area is those guys do drop large Titanite shards, and I've even gotten chunks off of them. There's also a Titanite chunk right there. There are a few crystal lizards that we do need to kill. We'll go for those in a minute. Go ahead and make sure I have affinity on. Here, little lizards. Yeah. There's a couple of them in here. So, try and pull one. Nope, they both came. And that did, like, absolutely nothing to him. Even Soul Spear did absolutely nothing. So, fighting these guys with magic, not the easiest thing to do. 90 damage with the Soul Spear. Alright, we're going to have to go plan B, melee style. Got a repost on him. Even that didn't do too much because of the fact the sword is scaling off of magic damage. And these guys are somewhat, well, when I say somewhat, I mean like holy fuck resistant to magic. Heal. Thank you. Affinity did a decent amount of damage to him, but that was the only thing. Go ahead and cast Affinity again. And there we go. Finally, lizards down. Yeah, those guys are brutal. I mean, no joke, they are brutal for mages. I think they're probably brutal for anyone, but this is the same area from the first part of the game. And an invader. Well, that's gonna get interesting. Depending on how this goes, we might make a small edit just to save time. And that is game over, Invader. Dumbass just failed to the power of magic. Alright, so moving on back to our hunting of items. Some items up here. And a puppy. Bad, bad puppy. It's only a Titanite chunk, but, you know, I wanted it. This path just leads back down there. There's nothing, unfortunately. So, continuing on. Yeah, there is normally an NPC invader up here at the top, but we did already kill it. It's a mage, so depending upon your build, could be a little interesting. He does use Crystal Soul Spear and Homing Crystal Soul Mass, so pretty devastating if you're not careful. These guys pack a lot more of a punch than they used to, if you remember the first cemetery area that you went through. This is basically the same thing, just covered in darkness, and the enemies are extremely tough compared to what they were. But there's a hidden blessing right there, which is nice. And I can still pretty much two-shot these guys. Gonna take a bit of damage down here, mainly from these crossbowmen. Let me get this guy over here in the corner. Go ahead and pillage his corpse, and unfortunately there's nothing else really here. Basically that's just about it. So yeah, you can jump down there if you want and kill that guy. There's nothing down there for you though, so a little bit depressing. There's a couple more enemies over here that you can kill, but these are not enemies that you have to kill. They're merely just optional for you, and that's it. Pretty much right now we will be at the boss door, so I'm gonna go ahead and end part 38 here. We will do part 39 after summoning the Sword Master, just to show because you can, and we'll go ahead and do the boss fights. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, make sure you leave a comment. Otherwise, smash the like button. Remember to share the video and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.